Siamo arrivati fino al punto più alto del mondo per raccontare una storia che in Occidente non viene compresa.
Just beginning to be understood.
I don't know every single step.
We need different breathing exercises.
La storia di monaci che attraversano gli inverni più duri del pianeta, seduti nella neve, capaci di asciugare coperte ghiacciate usando solo il respiro e la mente, sfidando la biologia.
Do you know something about the Tummo breathing?
It's a secret to me, you know.
Those teachings are kept in secret.
Taught only when people are ready to understand.
Intorno a questa storia c'è confusione, semplificazione, mito, perché quasi nessuno è venuto davvero qui a guardare, a chiedere e imparare. Noi sì.
Hola, la prossima carga sarà dentro un par de semanas. Es como máximo, ¿vale?
Il mio nome è Giacomo Treggiari. Sono un medico ed viaggerò nei luoghi più remoti del pianeta per documentare le medicine tradizionali e le pratiche di guarigione più antiche
Della Terra.
La mia missione è capire come queste culture interpretano il corpo umano, cosa usano per guarire e come tutto ciò possa essere spiegato ed integrato alla nostra medicina. Questo è Medicina senza confini.
Si racconta che tra tutte le storie nate sulle montagne del Tibet ce ne sia una che sfida le leggi della realtà. È la storia di Milarepa. Prima di diventare un mito, Milarepa fu un uomo come tanti, arrabbiato, ferito, capace di fare del male. Le leggende narrano che da giovane usò la magia per vendicarsi della propria famiglia, causando sofferenza e morte. E quando capì cosa aveva fatto, il peso della colpa divenne insopportabile. Fu allora che fuggì sulle montagne, non per nascondersi dal mondo, ma per affrontarlo. Milarepa si ritirò nelle grotte dell'Himalaya, dove il freddo non concede tregua e la solitudine diventa una presenza costante. Dalle oscurità delle caverne emerse una figura mistica. Marpa, il suo maestro. Milarepa visse lì per anni, nutrendosi a malapena, meditando senza sosta, esponendo il corpo al gelo, come se fosse parte del cammino. Fin quando avvenne qualcosa. Si dice che la neve intorno a lui iniziasse a sciogliersi lentamente, formando cerchi sempre più ampi, come se il terreno sotto il suo corpo si stesse scaldando. Alcuni testimoni giuravano di aver visto la terra tornare scura e viva nel mezzo del ghiaccio. Altri raccontavano qualcosa di ancora più incredibile. Piccoli fiori bianchi che spuntavano dal suolo. Margherite, nate dove la vita non avrebbe dovuto esistere. Secondo la tradizione, Milarepa aveva sviluppato un potere sovrannaturale, una pratica segreta tramandata da maestro a discepolo, una conoscenza che serviva a trascendere il corpo. È attraverso la figura di Milarepa che prende forma il mito del Tummo, il fuoco interiore. Un potere che ognuno di noi custodisce, imbrigliato, nascosto, ma che se viene liberato è capace di cose straordinarie. Secondo questi insegnamenti, aumentare il fuoco interiore significa cambiare il rapporto con il dolore. Il corpo smette di reagire in modo cieco. La mente smette di fuggire. La sofferenza resta, ma perde autorità. Quando oggi sentiamo parlare di fuoco interiore, di monaci della neve, di corpi che non tremano, stiamo ascoltando l'eco di quella stessa storia. La storia di un uomo che ha trasformato il dolore in pratica, la colpa in disciplina, il gelo in maestro. Ma oggi, cosa è rimasto di questo mito? Cosa non sappiamo ancora che i nostri antenati custodiscono? Quanto di questa storia è vero? Esistono ancora questi uomini? Se sì, dove si nascondono? E cosa possono insegnarci dei limiti che crediamo di avere?
Ci troviamo al Tashi Yong Monastery, un monastero che sta a circa 1 ora e 30 da Ramsala. Siamo a più o meno 1300-1400 metri di altezza e dicono che questo è il posto migliore, almeno nel nord dell'India, dove imparare la respirazione Tummo. La respirazione Tummo è una respirazione antichissima ed è una pratica yogica che utilizzavano in montagna sull'Himalaya per riscaldarsi. E dicono che sia talmente tanto efficace che riesca a riscaldare il corpo a tal punto da poter asciugare delle coperte gelide messe sul corpo. I monaci per apprenderla impiegano anni, devono attraversare diversi step di insegnamento e non credo che la condivideranno con così tanta facilità a noi. Ma vale la pena anche raccogliere anche un briciolo di conoscenza al riguardo e cercare di capire come fanno.
Come immaginavo, l'inizio non è stato semplice. Ogni volta che nomino la Tummo, vengo quasi allontanato, come se avessi citato un mistero impronunciabile.
Do you know something about Tummo?
No.
No?
I can say it right now. It's a secret way, It's not easily to talk.
Ma forse abbiamo una traccia.
I'm not entitled for the right person to tell more about it. If I tell little bit, it is just information, and it could be wrong as well. So I am not daring to share more about.
Every monk has a different path. I mean, there are monks that use the Tummo path to reach enlightenment, and other monks that use another practice to reach enlightenment. So there are different practices. This is right?
Yeah, there is right, and Tummo is also strongly practiced here, as I have heard about it. The practitioner in the religious center, they do practice Tummo as well for their strictly enlightenment.
Okay. Have you ever watched someone doing Tummo?
It is very, very reserved, and we're not allowed to even go there to know disturb to get at this. And it is all done in a very private, limited area. Those teachings are kept in secret, and as long as those practices are not done well, their food is not possible. Beginner could do that. They receive the teaching and they practice for the 1 month or year, and there could be the chances of having a doubt about the teaching. That is a very risk. We consider that's a very risky.
And do you think it is possible to Western people to learn Tummo?
I think, as I know, it is well possible for all. The main important thing is the student has to be sort of prepared for those teachings. In Buddhism, is always all about the perception and the receptive. If the student is well receptive of those teachings, of course, it is possible for all.
What is possible with Tummo? Physically, what is possible to reach? Because I heard some stories about people in the Himalayan mountains that they're able to dry their coats just with the breathing. It is true?
Yeah, this is the very general information that I don't know as well, but it is a practice of heat that through that power that you could dry up the whole the soaked or drenched clothes, and you can keep your body warm, and through that warmness you can burn, or you can cut out or the root out your negative emotion. This is I'm just sharing as the very heard information.
Alla ricerca di informazioni, d'un tratto ci siamo imbattuti in un posto molto particolare.
Ancora non siamo riusciti a capire cos'è questa Tummo, diventa sempre più complesso. Non tutti ce ne vogliono parlare. Proviamo a entrare qua dentro, questo è un luogo in cui si insegna il buddismo, magari riusciamo a capire qualcosina in più della cultura tibetana e appunto anche della Tummo. Hi, who is the boss here?
Ero circondato da bambini, tutti con gli occhi su di noi, guardinghi, e mi chiedevo il perché non ci fosse nessun adulto nei paraggi.
Non avevamo capito, ma siamo in una scuola tibetana completamente autogestita da bambini. Quindi è una comunità dove ognuno ha un ruolo. Oggi è domenica, quindi non ci sono lezioni, ce ne sono, ma sono piccole. E quindi si dedicano tutti quanti alle attività ludiche, quindi giocano, oppure fanno pulizie, asciugano i panni. E stiamo seguendo adesso un bambino di 14 anni che ha il compito oggi di asciugare i panni.
I am monk.
You're a monk. Ok. Sono dei piccoli monaci che imparano ad essere grandi. Oh! Ci sta facendo da cicerone un bambino di 5 anni. Un tavolino, un letto, piccolo divano, molto semplice. Ah, ci sta mostrando tutte le stanze, non solo la sua. La domanda è perché dovrebbero imparare così piccoli ad essere dei monaci, no? Questa è una questione per lo più culturale, quindi di prestigio anche, no? Avere un figlio in famiglia che fa il monaco dà grande prestigio alla famiglia, però anche un po' per questioni puramente economiche. I monaci sono trattati bene ed è un modo per fuggire alla povertà. Chissà quali sono le storie di questi bambini.
C'è aria tersa intorno a noi. Ho la sensazione che ci stiano osservando. Annusiamo l'aria e speriamo ci porti quel che cerchiamo.
Nessuno ne vuole parlare, sembra che non esista quasi l'argomento. Però esiste, ed esiste come? Do you know something about the Tummo breathing? Do you know the Tummo breathing? The Tummo? No? You don't? But have you ever heard about it? No? Do you know Tummo? Tummo breathing, yeah. Like the Tummo breathing. You don't know Tummo? No? Okay. Okay. Thank you.
La vita osserva e quando sembra finita basta un singolo incontro per cambiare il corso degli eventi.
My birth name is Tenzing Palden, refugee. Parents came from Tibet, and I'm born and went to Tibetan school, refugee school. After that, I went to college, and then I reached America, and I worked there for 6 years. So basically, you work, and you go to America, you want a car, and you think is good life. Mm-hmm. But when you have a car, when you have a motorbike, and you feel this is also not fulfilling everything. There's something more. So this materialistic is not the answer. Then I understand that I have to die one day. What do I know? Nothing. After that, what happens? I don't know. So then I study a little bit, I read from Dalai Lama book, and then I come back, and then I found my teacher, and then I go to his monastery. I live in his monastery for last 12 years. And after he passed away, then I feel like now I received many teaching. Now I have to just practice. So I have a home here, so I come back to my hometown, and so I do some work. And today I teach some yoga, meditation, and for Tibetan kids as well as tourists, so and groups or whatever.
So you lived 12 years inside a monastery?
Yes, I became fully interested when I was 27, but I was outside. But then from 33, 34, I became in the monastery.
What were the daily routine in the monastery?
There are many styles of monastic education. So one education is when the children very young, they go to monastery, so they study, monastic life and reading, writing, and then and then they finish graduation. But like me, we are grown big people, and so we don't learn everything. So you go to your master and you say, I want to learn Buddhism. And then when you talk with your master, he knows, I tell him what I want to learn and what I'm interested. And he also knows where I am. So he will give me teaching according to what he thinks I need. It's a 101, no classroom.
So every path is different for every person because it's according to how you're able to learn and also according to your personality.
Exactly, and where are you in your state of mind?
Okay.
Right? It's also, he will see where are you in your state of mind.
So a good master is a master that is
That
able to understand.
Exactly, and he will prescribe different medicine for each different people. No one. For you, he might say, do this first. For him, he said, do this first. My master comes from the oldest school of Tibetan Buddhism, the Nyingma lineage. So that has all the yoga and Tummo and everything. Okay. Part of the calligram.
He teach you also Tummo?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you explain to me a little bit more about Tummo and why it's so a secret for everybody?
See, what happened is, basically, this part, the stomach, we learn how to first make this big. The concept is, air condition. If you need a hot air or need a cold air, what you need first? Air. So first we learn how to develop a big stomach so that you have enough air. And then you learn how to, if it's cold, then you regulate this air into hot air and then flow inside, and then you feel less cold. Then it's very hot, then you regulate that into cool so that your body is not overheated. So this is Tummo. Okay. Because in the ancient time we don't have AC, and the monks who stay in the mountain don't have wood to make. So you learn yourself how to be with the cold and snow to be, good temperature. So this technique is meant for that. For people who are not living in a monastery, people are living in a free, yogis practicing, different, away from people, and they don't have all the facilities. So these are inner yogas that you learn to maintain your temperature.
From the start, you asked to learn Tummo?
No, from first, no Tummo. Tummo is later, advanced.
Yeah,
first, different beginning things, meditation, philosophy, and, preliminary practices, how to clean your bad karma. Then you learn the Buddha nature inside you, and then you know how to bring that Buddha nature, and with that energy you can clean the karma. So things like that.
And when did you learn Tummo?
Later. This comes much later. It's advanced. Tummo and inside yoga, all a little advanced. So they all come at the later part of the monastic life also. In the tradition of Tibetan Buddhism, these are all comes later. They are the higher subjects. So that's why it's secret. It's taught to only when people are ready to understand. Yeah. Not to all. So they come in the, it's like a physics. You study physics, and quantum physics is the last one that you understand.
Yeah.
So you don't learn quantum physics first.
Yeah.
You learn quantum physics later.
Yeah. Do you practice every day Tummo or not?
It's very difficult. So you need a lot of, strong determination, because it's not easy. It's practical. It's, for example, it's like you have to hold your breath as long as you can. So it's not easy to hold your breath, and then you have to practice it all the time. First is learning how to, making the stomach big and holding the air, and then it's not easy. Philosophy is easy. Practice is very difficult for me.
Yeah. I heard about monks that are able to stay under the snow in the mountains.
Yeah.
Just dressing with
a wet cloth, and then they can dry the cloth, because you generate the heat from inside, and then all the nervous system is flowing that hot air, and this hot air makes the skin hot, and then the skin makes the wet cloth dry.
Have you ever saw someone?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's normal.
Can you explain me the steps of the Tummo? Can you do it?
So Tummo is still, to make
the belly,
and air, and then you have to visualize, like a fire flame, somewhere there's a letter, and then you have imagine. Then you can, when you imagine like a candle fire in top of it, and then you can focus yourself in one mind. Then you can generate heat also from there. Sometimes this is just an introduction. That's it. You understand?
I respect it.
Yeah, that's just the introduction like that. Not too much. That is good to know. Yeah, and then people do, then it's not good, because you want to learn. You learn from a master. You learn master who know this, and then he will tell you do these things, and you do, and then you learn. Then it's good. for you, just for the video, I'll explain this one because it's the beginning part. So what happened is we call it the lower air and the upper air. So the upper air is the clean air is coming with a lot of oxygen. Then we absorb all the oxygen, and now all the good air is gone, and now it's not so good energy, it heavier than the clean air. So the goes to down. This heavier air, which is already used oxygen, goes down, and the upper air is staying up in the lungs and to the things and absorbing energy. Now what the lower air do is, when you go shit, when you go pee pee, you need air system to go. So this is air system is using that. So when you do hold the air for a long time, and then you hold, and then all of a sudden you go, you do this, then lower air and upper air, all of a sudden, since you open with your mouth, then it'll come like this, up like this. If you only breathe from nose, you come lower, always stay lower, upper always stay upper.
Yeah.
So when all of a sudden you open our mouth, then it can both try to rush up. So the lower air should always be on the lower, and upper should always. That's why when you breathe from nose, because it's small. When it's big, then it try to come out. Then instead of this, it comes like this. So it's not good. So this is one example why we should not tell people to do these things without instruction, without proper things. Then it's not good for you. You look and you try to do it because you don't know ins and outs of things. And instead of good, it may be bad for you. That's why it's secret. That's why it's not to be told to all the people.
If I wanna watch someone doing Tummo, I have to stay in the place where
No, by watching also you will not learn. Because it's internal. I'll be doing internal things.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing Tummo. You will not see. You'll see me meditating.
So it's not like hyperventilation. It's not like
No, not that. Not all that. It's just a little bit exercise maybe, but most of the time it's just relaxing. And then inside I'm doing it.
That's crazy. So it's
Yeah,
all
you cannot
mental.
see.
It's all
Mental and inside.
Mental
also.
inside, yeah.
And also air inside going up and down, and you are manipulating different things, but you cannot see nothing. I'm just like this.
That's crazy.
See, I'm doing things you don't see. See, video camera don't see nothing.
Yeah.
See, so it's not fair for people to see and think that they know, because 80% is inside, and 20% is like maybe a hand position that we do, like
Yeah, so something like
yeah, like this, like this, like this. These are exercise to generate blood pumping and to make the rush and things like that, to make your blood high, and then it start with that. First you physically warm up the body, and then you inside.
Tenzing è stato il primo vero ponte verso la Tummo. Ci ha fatto intravedere qualcosa, ma non abbastanza. Siamo arrivati dall'altra parte del mondo per trovare risposte, e invece ci siamo ritrovati stanchi, confusi, e con la sensazione che tutto potesse finire lì. Forse è il momento di mollare e tornare a casa. Col cazzo. Ho scavato più a fondo ed ho scoperto che esiste un monaco tibetano che ha dedicato la sua vita alla Tummo. Lo voglio incontrare. Ironia della sorte? Non è sull'Himalaya, ma in Europa. Nel prossimo episodio.